Hello my enchanted unicorn and welcome on Ask the Runes channel. I am Andrea and today we are gonna do something a little bit different. Here I've put at your disposal the whole pouch of runes, all 25 of them. Now I want you to think of a question and select a pile that you are the most drawn to, and that will be the answer to your question. I will interpret it to you, and if you need more detail, you can pick another rune to detail it even further. The answer as a total will be a combination from the two answers that you picked. I will get in all the areas that you might possibly question about, like, I don't know, career, finances, family, personal growth, yes or no question, even though they don't always give a straight yes or no question and they give more of an advice. I will get in all the possible things that you might want to ask so we can cover them and be as complex as possible, even though this will be a rapid fire video. You put one question and I will answer it as quick as possible. Okay, so here we have runes 1, 2, 3, then we go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I won't put any objects on top because I really want to look at them, at their shape. They are already in themselves very different one from another, and I want you to tap into their energy and their shape. Even though they are slightly different, they're still different, and I want you to tap into that, into their differences, and pick the one that calls you the most. Remember, 1 to 12, 13 to 24, 25. That's the order. 3, 3, 3, 3, 13 to 24, 1 to 12, 25. This is how I've numbered them. The timestamps are down below in the pinned comment as well as in the description, so you can jump straight to your answer. Now I'm gonna start directly to uncover them one by one. I won't move them, so you always know exactly where you are in the reading and where is your rune, and I will start reading them exactly in this order. And this will be the last, this will be the first, so you will know exactly where you are in the reading at any time. I won't move them at all. I will just flick them like this and then like this. Okay. Now think of your question. Maybe you already clicked on this video with a question in mind, because I will probably name this video exactly how it's the channel name, Ask the Runes. You put one question to the runes and they answer you on rapid fire. So take a deep breath with me, center yourself and exhale. Look at them. You can pause the video if you want. Now I'm gonna just uncover the first rune. Okay, the first rune I will read to you from the book. It says like this: when this rune is reversed in a reading, it signifies that the querent, which is you, is being or about to be duped. People around the querent, whether in business or personal relationships, have their own agenda that is not of benefit to the querent. Yolk reversed indicates that the querent needs to take great care and caution because others do not have their best interest at heart. Indeed, others may do their best to ensure that the querent unjustly takes the blame of a mistake. So this rune advises you to take care. If you had in mind a yes or no question, the answer would be straightforward, a no. You have to take great care with whatever you asked about. You may be actually in some sort of a danger, or you may feel unprotected. and somebody is about to leave the situation, leave you out in the open, so be really cautious. If you ask about your crush, I don't like to give bad news, but they don't kind of feel for you. If you ask about how somebody is feeling towards you or in their own life, they're not doing that great. I really shuffled this and I didn't pick the order they fell on. So this rune right here, your rune, I didn't choose it. It fell like this on its own. So this is a straight no. And in regards to business, I wouldn't advise you to accept the offer or make a move, or depending on your question. It's a no. Whatever you thought about, it's a no. Next one. Here we have Rod. So, some journey awaits for you. It's not that simple. It's not a straightforward black or white yes or no. It's a journey. It advises you to have patience. Let me read for you from the book. It says like this: Red is a rune of travel and so is auspicious for all modes of transport and communication. It also rules travel in the broader sense of inner journey. By virtue of ruling every type of travel, a degree of change is implicit in this rune. So, a change awaits you, a beneficial change awaits you, because it's not in reverse. But it's not a straightforward yes or no rune. It says like this: the meaning of each rune is never one-dimensional, as I've said. And this is certainly true of Rad. This rune is also connected with Mercury and thus associated with communication. And in this instance, especially travel. We are confronted with the complex ideas embodied in the words travel and communication. Travel may be quite literal, and this rune may show that the querent is about to embark on some form of physical journey. On the other hand, as travel in the ancient German world was both hazardous and lengthy in the extreme, red may also imply that the querent is ready to embark on inner travels that will prove enlightening and productive. Unlike Ansur, which counsels caution, deliberation, and taking sound advice before acting, red signifies a need to move now. The portents are good. It is time to leave behind the I'm in two minds scenario and make a decision. In addition, Mercury rules trade, so the appearance of red in a rune cast brings economic implications. After all, the process of bartering is an essential process of trade. So red can show that some important business is on the horizon. As the central meaning behind red is travel and communication, it also signifies the possibility of the querent receiving unexpected messages that will alter the present situation in a surprising way. So, I advise you for this rune to pick another pile for more specific details, but if you expect news, they will come. If you were thinking of traveling, now it's a good moment. If you thought about some sort of a business that you didn't know whether you should imply yourself into or not, the answer is it's okay to do so. It's okay to imply yourself. If you expected, like, I don't know, a sign from somebody, they may give you a sign, or you are advised to take the leap of faith and talk to that person, because it will prove really auspicious for you and your relationship. So that's with red. I'ma get to the next one. Third, it's Yol. Yoch. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's E, basically E for us. And this, it's very much like a rod. It's a journey, but a journey that you expect. It's not something unpredictable. It's something that you see coming. It's something that doesn't take you by surprise. Whatever you asked about, you will see it coming. It's not something that will surprise you. It's a very neutral rune. It's not a yes nor a no. It's not even a maybe. It's a depends on you. It's a depends on the situation. It's maybe in a way, but only if you want to be a maybe, or only if you want to be a yes, only if you want to be a no. The situation, it's in your hands. But on the auspicious side of things, it's not reversed. When things are about to drift out of control and you see them kind of being on the verge of drifting out of control, you are able to do positive change in your life and on the situation. This would be with yoch, it doesn't really matter that much, I think, the pronunciation. So this is it. It's not a yes or no. I really advise you with this rune to take some more clarification and pick another one, because it depends on what you want. The answer is basically in your hands with this rune. Now, I feel that this is mainly a yes. Whatever you asked, it's mainly a yes. Mainly a yes. If you asked about money, they will come through a person. I feel that. If you asked about love, it's very, very, very possible that you will receive some kind of a gift. And the relationship, it's balanced, which means that if you already have put in effort into a relationship, that would be soon enough reciprocated. If the other person has put effort in this relationship, now it's your turn. If you expect news from a person, the news will come pretty soon. If you ask about your crush and if they like you, the answer is yes. If you ask about the health of a person, also yes, they are healthy. If you ask about business related things, this may actually announce romance at the workplace and some money coming through a person. If it wasn't clear enough, you can at any moment pick another rune here and see what it says. Don't forget, the principle behind this rune, it's equal give and take. Whatever you asked about, it's always about equal give and take in a loving way. This is governed by Venus. It's mainly a yes, but it's an X. It's an no if there is lots of imbalance. If you love somebody and they don't put in effort, or if they love you but you don't put in effort and you are not interested. Then if it's lots of imbalance in the situation, it's a no. This applies also in business. This applies in everything on this planet that you may actually want to ask. If there is lots of imbalance and one part gives more than the other, even if the part is you or the other person that you are asking about, inquiring about, if there is imbalance, the answer, it's an X, it's a no. But if there is equal share, equal give and take, then it's a big light-hearted yes. Next rune we have Jara. Jara says that what you put in the situation, it will manifest back at you. If you seed wind, you will get storm. If you seed sunshine, you will have bright days. Basically, whatever the situation you are asking about, be really careful what you manifest, because whatever you manifest, it will be visible into your life. It will manifest. If you have good things, good thoughts and feelings about the situation, it will turn out great. If you don't have good feelings and thoughts about the situation, guess how it will turn out. If you put a lot of work into something, then now it's time to reap the rewards and get some money, get some recognition or something. If you really put a lot of work into yourself and healing karmic debt and bettering yourself, and you want to manifest a partner, you will soon see him or her into your life. They are not very far away, I feel. You can always pick another rune, for more detail. But this is about jara. What you put in, it's what you receive and harvest. It's the rune of harvest. Think about the situation that you asked about as a harvesting moment. What have you seed into the situation is now what you harvest. Look at it with a cool and dispassionate eye and really be true and honest with yourself. How are things really going in the situation? Because that is the answer for you and also for another person that you may ask about. If they did you wrong, they will receive that back. If you did you right, they will receive that back too. Whatever they did, they will receive it back. If the situation is kind of very confused, I advise you to pick another pile to clear that up, because this is kind of a neutral rune on that matter. It doesn't clarify anything if the situation is really vague. It only says that what you put in, you will get out of this situation, and that's it. Now, this rune says that you have all the tools that you need to accomplish anything that you want. And any situation, no matter how hard it was, will draw to a close ASAP, with relief at hand. So you are close to the finish line with any situation, and it will turn out really great for you. This may also talk about something that happens on the internet. You may receive news, you may start a business online, you may start a conversation with somebody online, everything related to online. And it's mainly a yes, but depends very much on the situation that you are asking about and what other runes are associated with it, because it can sometimes be neutral depending on the situation and the question. Runes have many aspects of them and facets of them, and give very nuanced answer depending on the question, but it's mainly a very good and auspicious rune, and it's a big fat yes if you are looking for a more clear-cut yes or no question. It's a big fat yes, and like it says that you have everything that you need within you, all the strength or all the tools are available now to you, and the situation will end with relief at hand very soon in your favor. Now, next rune. I really like to see this. Here we have birch, the rune of birth. If you ask about somebody if it's healthy, they're healthy. If you ask about yourself, you are healthy. If you ask about children, you will have children. If you ask about a relationship, the person that you are asking about is really attracted by you physically. If you are asking if you can have a family with somebody, I don't know, but I really have the vibe that it's a kind of more of a yes. Sometimes this can talk about only physical attraction, but birch, which is the symbol for this rune, the tree birch, it's a fruitless tree. It's associated with fertility, but in itself it's a fruitless tree. It's pure attraction, but not much substance in the middle, but associated with more auspicious and stable runes. I advise you to pick another rune for that to give yourself a more clear-cut idea, but in association with other runes, it can gain that substance. In itself, it's a very good and auspicious rune. It talks about fertility and love and attraction and peace and all the good things, and it's mainly a yes. But in some cases it can be a no. If you're asking about a crush that's on and off in your life, he can also be only attracted by your physical body and not be interested in a relationship very much. So this is why I'm telling you to take this with a pinch of salt and really look at the situation and pick another rune here for more detail about the situation. This is mainly a yes, but if it's a shaky ground situation with a crush, for example, I really advise you to look more in the situation and pick another pile for detail and clarification, because this can be a yes just as much as it can be a no. Yes, they are attracted to you in that case, but it can be only physical. So for substance, I really advise you to go and pick another rune that calls your attention. Business stuff, they will flourish. They will flourish. They will take off rather soon. Money, they will come rather soon through a woman, or if you are the woman, you will give birth through to an idea, a brilliant idea. Okay, next rune. Here we have Lagu upright. Right here we have Lagu upright, which tells me that you are in tune with your emotions and your intuition, and it's not lying to you. You have to rely on your intuition with this situation that you are asking about, like heavily. You really have to entrust your gut feeling. You can pick another rune for more specific detail and the more maybe clear-cut yes or no, but your intuition has the last word in this situation. Don't even consult me or the runes or any other pickup whatever cards, file, whatever. You and your intuition are key in the situation. You really have to connect with your intuition, and Lagu upright says that it is firm. It is a solid ground. It's not a shaky intuition. It's not a false intuition. You know what to do, and you only need some sort of a confirmation, but that is almost useless at this point because you already know the answer deep within you. Things, if they were stuck until now, also they will unlock. Things will start to flow again. You will gain momentum again with whatever you asked about. If you ask about a person and a relationship, yes, things will start to move again and be more in flow, and emotions will kind of run again, because this is like all the cups in the tarot, like all the cups in the world, but now are happy cups, no sad cups, only happy cups. Okay, I'm gonna get to the next rune right now. Manas in reverse. This rune right here tells me that somebody, it's not what they seem. One, tells me multiple things. It's kind of a neutral rune. It's not a clear-cut yes or no. If you have somebody in mind, and if they are trustworthy, or if they have feelings for you, the answer is no. If you are thinking to do really big things for the humanity in this moment, like, I don't know, this rune advises you to focus on yourself first, because at this particular moment in time, you need yourself more than the world needs you. You need yourself. In the book, it says like this: in reverse, man shows that the querent is surrounded by people who either do not necessarily have his or her best interest at heart, or are simply not about to lend a helping hand or offer sound, useful advice. There is someone or a group of people standing in the querent's way, and the querent will have to decide how best to tackle the problem. The accompanying runes show the way forward. A reverse man may also indicate that the enemy is within, and perhaps that the querent should take a more positive and cooperative approach. So, as I said, this gives me a lot of messages. You need yourself more than the others need you. There might be a little snake in your circle right now, and you are advised to really be aware of that person that you may actually ask about. If you ask about health of a certain person, they may not be in the best shape at this moment. They could do better. If you are asking about, I don't know, the humanity, it's with its wheels up at this moment. It's not doing very great at this moment. If you are asking about someone's feelings for you, if you are asking in business if someone will make a move, if you're asking that you should make a move, maybe you are this person and you feel like this about some sort of a business, then it's another deal. Then I advise you to pick another rune more specifically about the business in itself, because if you feel like this may be your own mirror, your energy in the mirror. Runes sometimes do this. They show your energy in a mirror, like a mirror. So if you feel like this about a business, then this is you. But if you feel good about a business and these runes show up, it may actually talk about the other person that is involved with you, that may not be trustworthy and may not the best interest at heart for you. I don't know, I hope I've covered everything with this rune and all the subjects that it may talk about. Also, on a personal growth level, don't forget, be a little bit more optimistic if this is you and this is your state and how you feel right now. Okay, I'm gonna get to the next rune right now. We have Ing. Longevity, stability, prosperity, fertility, all these words encompass this rune. It's a straightforward yes. It's very hard to get a no with this rune. Yes, it talks also about hard work and two people coming together, maybe to work. In business, it's a yes. You will shake hands and make the deal, get the deal. Money will start coming to you and will come to last. Love will come to you and will come to last. Friendships are drawn to you and will come to last. If you ask about the health of a person, it's in good health. It misses you a little bit. If you ask about an idea that you want to build upon, it's a good idea. If you don't have any idea, you will soon get an idea. If you ask about a person that if it has feelings for you, or if it's a serious relationship or situation with somebody, yes to all of what I've just said, yes to everything. They have feelings for you, the situation is serious, everything, it's on point with this rune. It's a straight A to on every situation, on everything that you ask about. It's a straight A, a straight yes to all the questions in the world, all the good questions. If you worry about something and you worry that something is not quite on point, it's not actually the case. You are worrying in vain. It's not something that you should worry about. It's everything more in your headspace than it is in the reality. You are good with this person, you are good with this business, you are good with everything. If you need more confirmation, you can pick another pile, but there is also the risk that the runes may actually mirror your energy and your thoughts of worry, and that may not be the case. Especially with this rune, it has to be a very, very bad rune to dim this very bright, shining light down. It has to be the worst rune in the entire world to dim this light down. And even that may actually be a mirror of your own thoughts and worries. It may be just a mirror of all those, because this is a very positive rune. And I've said it on 555 on my timer on camera, so it is true. It's a big chill, it's gonna be fine. Next rune we have Tear in reverse, which makes me think that you or the other person is tired of anything that you have asked about. You are tired of the situation, or them are tired of the situation. Nobody will be able to make a move here. Everything is kind of at a standstill. It's very tired. The situation, it's very, very tired. And it's more like of a no. If you want to take action with something, this rune doesn't advise you to take action. Or actually, you can pick another rune for more detail on the situation, because in some cases it may actually advise you to take action, but you don't want to take action, but it advises you to take action, especially if you expect something to fall out of the sky, out of the blue, in your hands, in your arms. It won't happen. That's a situation when you will have to take action. But if here we talk about a flaky situation, a flaky person, a flaky whatever situation you are inquiring about, then you are advised to take no action. One of two cases. If we talk about a person that you are asking about of health, or I don't know, what are they doing, they are in this state of nah. They don't feel at their peak of their powers. They feel bored. They feel nah. Investors, business stuff, same. Money, kind of same. Personal development, in that case, this is you feeling nah about everything, and the advice then would be to take action and pull yourself out of that situation. Okay, next one. Ansur in reverse. I don't know what's the situation that you have asked about, but it's over. It's done. If you broke up with somebody or a deal is off, it's off or broken for good. There is no point of turning back. There is no sense in turning back. I don't like to tell this me myself to you, but runes are very sharp-edged and they don't sugarcoat anything, and if you hear this, it's for your own better good. Don't go back to the person, don't go back to the business, because there is something even better right around the corner for you, even if this situation is maybe really painful for you. This is for your higher, greatest good. If you pick another rune, or even two runes, and they're very auspicious and very good and very bright and sunny, this may only mean delay. But if, let's say, you pick another rune and it has even the slightest neutral or negative tone, it's a definitely no for good. It's done, bye-bye, it doesn't come back. And it's not something that you may want to hear necessarily, or you may actually really be happy that you hear this, that it's over for good, something that was bad. But this is it, this is how it is. Okay, so next rune. Ice. Here we have ice, which can mean many things, many things. Generally, this is a no. This is a no. But, if you pick another rune, and it's a rune where I've mentioned under any circumstance, cups or water of any kind, flowing water, whatever, this may actually mean the crystallization of that water. Things that were flowing now gain shape. You can actually hold them in your hands. But in affairs about love, for example, this may mean that the person is not interested in you. This may mean that the relationship will stop on in any kind of situation. Business, relationship, personal development, school, grades, anything. Things will be put on pause, temporarily or for good. But if I mentioned water, in some cases, this may mean the crystallization of that liquid and flow. This might mean things gaining shape. If after this rune or before this rune you picked another, or you will pick another rune, and it's a very auspicious rune, especially about water, anything related to water, this may this may actually signify that something will materialize to you in a slow manner. You won't see it until it's there because you don't see ice forming, but it will crystallize itself. But if that's not the case, it means that slowly, not necessarily overnight, you and the other person will start drifting apart. It won't necessarily be painful as things really start to get cold. This is the ice rune. Things will start to get cold between you two, and sometimes it isn't even painful. So it's mainly a no, but if you pick another pile, wow, why I say pile all the time? If you pick another rune in this case, right here, and it's a very auspicious rune and it talks about water especially, then it may be a yes. Depends, but it's mainly a no. It's a standstill. If you ask about the health of a specific person, they may have a flu or cold, or they may be in the exact same state that you saw them last time, like they froze in time. This can be another meaning, something that froze in time. Oh, and if you had something in mind, if you planned to do something, it's an action that comes from you towards something or somebody, you are advised to don't do anything, at least for the moment. At least for the moment. You are advised to not do a single thing. Okay, I think I've covered this one too. Okay, next rune right now. Ur in reverse. Somebody or something or situation, it's really coming to you as a surprise, but it's an overwhelming surprise. You feel very overwhelmed. Or if we talk about love, the other person feels really overwhelmed by their feelings towards you to the point where they cannot make a single move. If somebody offers you something, you feel really overwhelmed. This rune right here says that things are moving really fast for you and you may be really overwhelmed. Maybe you don't feel good these days, or somebody that you are asking about doesn't feel very good, or they're under some sort of an influence, either by a person or a substance or a physical condition, and they are not able to make a move forward in the situation. This can also show that an opportunity is being presented, and that opportunity must be grabbed if disaster is to be avoided, says in the book. But it also depends on the surrounding runes, so I advise you to pick another rune. If the rune is good, you will be able to get over this situation right here, and the opportunity is auspicious for you to grab and to hold on to until you get out of this situation. If you pick another rune and it's not so great, or maybe neutral, it's more of a nasty situation and opportunity, like somebody is not offering something really good for you to you. It depends very much. Anyway, you or the other person that you are asking about feel like the world is bigger than you, and how or when you will get over this depends very much on other runes. Also, this may be mainly a no. If you want a very straightforward yes or no question, it's maybe a no. The other person don't reciprocate feelings as much as you feel for them, unless you pick another very fortunate rune that says that you are meant to be together, in which case this means that they are taken aback by how much they actually feel for you. And I feel this intuitively. I didn't read this from the book, I picked this intuitively. If you don't pick another rune that says that, then they don't reciprocate your feelings, then the business partner is not trustworthy, then you shouldn't move to another workplace, then the situation is simply bigger than you and you should retreat and stay as still as possible. But if you pick another auspicious rune, you may just as well pick the opportunity that is presented to you and trust the other person if disaster is to be avoided, as it is written in the book. Okay, next rune. Okay, so we have sigil. This is a very clear-cut, bright, sunny yes. This is the sun rune. It's kind of like the sun in tarot. If you are familiar with tarot, you are basically familiar with the meaning of this rune too. You are shining, the other person is shining. If you ask if somebody moved on from the situation, that may actually be a yes. If you will move on from a situation, that will be a yes. If you will have strength to overcome a situation, that answer would be yes. If other person is healthy, or if you will be healthy during X period of time, that would be yes. If you will have energy, that will be yes. If somebody else will have energy, that would be yes. If somebody loves you, that would be yes. If somebody is trustworthy, that would be yes. It's a very big yes to everything. It means that you are healthy, it means that you are glowing, and this applies to other persons as well. This means that everything is in order, in perfect order. It's a very auspicious rune. So let's move on to the next one, because this was a very simple, clear-cut yes. As soon as I see it, I know it's a very big, fat yes. All sunshines and rainbows. Next we have win, but in reverse. I feel like you have picked the wrong target. I don't know why, but this is how I feel, because this is like this, like a little flag on top of a mountain, you know, like I've put this flag here on the top of the mountain. When it's like this, it's the wrong flag on the right mountain, or the wrong mountain under a flag. I don't know how to put it better than this. In the book says that in reverse, the rune indicates that the challenges will not be met. The querent will either be daunted or will not have the right attitude to deal with them. The rune may also show that anyone else involved is not committed to the matter. So, if the question concerns love, the querent's partner may be looking to move on. If it regards business, then there is every chance that the business partner is looking to pull out of a deal. Great caution should be taken if further trouble is to be avoided. So, if you want a yes or no answer to any question, this would be kind of a no. And I also feel like you somehow pulled the wrong target. If you are thinking of a business, you may be thinking of the wrong business and expect the right results from it. That kind of situation. Wrong mountain, the right flag, or the wrong flag, right mountain. I don't know how to put it. That kind of situation. Or you expect to be loved by somebody that is not meant to love you, because there is something better from you, and you expect the wrong person to love you, or the wrong business to give you your rightful rewards. That kind of situation. And yes, there might be also somebody that is looking to leave you out in the open. So basically it's a no. Next rune, it's Othel. If you ask about love, this tells me that love will not come to you until you solve on your own something about your false belief around love, or your karmic stuff. This is very much related to karma. Whatever happens in the situation is meant to happen, and you have to meet it without flinching. There is no way that you can avoid karma. This situation, it's something karmic, and there is no way that you can avoid it. And you are alone in this situation. If you ask about, I don't know, somebody to help you with anything, business, love, whatever, you will be kind of the lone wolf or the hermit for some time. It's not something very pleasant most of the time, I suppose, but it's like that herby, greenish pill that you take, and it does on the long run very much good to you, but on the short term it's bitter and nasty and too herby and has no taste. That kind of situation, it's also presented here. When you reverse this thing right here, wealth and a legacy awaits you. A big family, like 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. If you are familiar with tarot, it's the 10 of Pentacles kind of energy. But when it's like this, either you look at the wrong person, or you are meant to be alone some more time before something good will come towards you around the matter that you are asking about. This is pretty much what this rune talks about: to keep ourselves in order, but by ourselves, with no exterior help, but by our own help. Okay, next rune. Next rune is Thorn Upright. So you or somebody else may have your guard really up, and you may be a bit bitter around the situation. It's not a yes or no situation here, but you or the person that you are asking about have a great deal of luck associated with you and the situation you are involved. But somebody here has their guard up. I don't know if this is a yes or a no. You can pick another rune for a more clear-cut answer. But I'm telling you that somebody here has their guard up. And if we talk about love, that guard has to be taken down. If we talk about business, also that guard must be taken down. If we talk about the other person, if we talk about here, you may actually have good reasons to keep your guard up. Anyway, you are heavenly protected here in the situation, or the other person is heavenly protected, or the situation in itself is heavenly protected. You are protected, my friend. And depending on other runes, I advise you to pick another rune to detail a bit more on this matter. You or the other person has to take their shield down and be vulnerable. But if we talk about a flaky situation here, like with an on and off person, you may actually have very good reasons to keep your guard up and not let that kind of flaky, superficial energy in, and you are advised to keep that shield up unless the other person gets really vulnerable and stable. If we talk about business, this can also apply to business. This advice can apply to really any situation on earth, because romance, it's not an isolated thing from the rest of our life. It affects all areas of our life. Okay, I'm gonna get to the next rune right now. Okay, so we have day or daig. It's a very clear-cut yes. After a long period of night, finally the sun rises. It's a big fat yes, a very positive light on the outcome. If you ask about somebody's feelings, they have those feelings, or they will soon have their interest sparked in you. If we talk about business, your business will soon take off. Your YouTube channel will soon take off. Your, I don't know, any kind of business, your deals will start to take off. You will shake hands with somebody. Mental health, physical health, they will all improve. You will make progress. You will get good grades. Everything, it's just sunshine again after a long period where it wasn't that much sunny and shiny and sunshiny. Money will start to come in, but you are advised to stay optimistic, to keep your head up and really have only good thoughts about the situation, because everything that you think, it manifests. So yeah, this is the message associated with this rune. I'm gonna get now to the next one. Okay, this tells me that you may want to seek advice from somebody. This may also, in the second place, tells me that somebody is telling the truth, or that your intuition is telling you the truth. This may also mean that you are supposed to speak up in the situation, or that somebody is supposed to speak up. Or if you expect some sort of news, they will come. This is associated with the mouth. This is the symbolic of the mouth, because you know it's like this. This is the mouth, you know, and because this is the symbolic of this rune, it's a neutral rune. It's a neutral rune. It's not a straightforward yes or a straightforward no. But if you have to negotiate something, it will go well. If you have to talk with somebody, it will go well. If somebody told you something and you didn't know if it is true or false, it is true. If your intuition told you something and you didn't know if it was right or wrong, it is right. If you didn't know if you should talk about something on a subject at your workplace or with somebody, it is time to speak up. It is time to speak up. If you are confused and you don't know what to do in a situation, you are advised to speak with somebody that is more that has more wisdom than you, that is more wise. This is everything related to wisdom and negotiation and speaking and blah 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 stuff. You get it. So that would be with this rune. I'm gonna get to the next one. So here we have Pert. This rune tells you that any kind of secret will be revealed soon, very soon. If you assumed some kind of a risk in a situation, the risk will be well received. It will succeed. Anything that you risk on, that you bet on, it will be successful. If somebody had a secret and didn't told you, like, I don't know, a crush, or something was hidden from you at your job or in business, now it will be revealed. And I said this at 1919 on my video timer, so it is true. It will be revealed. If you are thinking of taking a risk, it is well received. It is good. It's a good risk. If you were in two minds about something and you, I don't know, took some sort of an action towards, I don't know, something, the situation will turn out in your favor. Everything with this rune tells you that things will turn out in your favor. You are safe, you are blessed, everything will be just fine. And all the missing pieces will come together towards you. Everything that you miss right now in order to take a decision will reveal itself under your own eyes. Just be patient and see. Okay, so here we have Can, but in reverse. Somebody has no hope in this situation at all. Somebody here has no hope in the situation that you are asking about at all. Or somebody tries to dim your light. Or somebody tries to leave you in the darkness. and has something to hide from you. Or somebody makes you an offer, but it's not a good offer, and you should decline that offer. Under no circumstance accept that offer. It's a false offer. It's a trap. Don't fall into it. In the book, it says like this. In reverse, this rune signifies loss. If the querent is involved in some potentially rewarding business deal, the reversal of the rune shows that it will fall apart. If he or she is hoping for a child, then it denotes false hopes, false alarms, and bareness. It may even signify loss of employment or a relationship. It is not all doom and gloom, however, because this loss may be mitigated by positive accompanying runes, implying that any loss incurred now could well prove to be only temporary. So anything that you lose, somebody or something here, it's fake. Somebody here, it's ready to pull out of the deal. Something here will fall apart. If you pick another rune for more detailed stuff, and it's a very auspicious and good rune, this may only be temporarily. You will fall apart with somebody temporarily. But if it's, I don't know, neutral rune, it's not a yes or a no clearly, then this will be more of a no. This in itself, it's more of a no. And just be cautious. Just be very, very, very cautious with anyone and in any situation. Caution. Caution, please. Caution. Okay, now next rune. Okay, next rune we have hail. If you ask about a person, this may announce the imminent birth of a child. This may announce that somebody has very stormy, powerful feelings towards you. Excuse me, I start to lose my voice after. This is the second reading on today, and I start really to lose my voice. Somebody may have really strong feelings towards you and may be taken aback by how strong the feelings are, or something will drift out of the this is like the Tower in Tarot. Something here will fall apart or will drift out of control, or will break just so the pieces can rearrange themselves in a much better, stronger form. Anything that breaks in this situation will come back in a new and stronger form. And I said this on 303 on my timer, on my video camera. So it can be a no. It's usually, I take this usually as a no if you want a yes or no answer, but it's never one-dimensional. It's never a straight yes or no with this, because it advises you to prepare yourself to receive new opportunities. This is something that may shake your world a little bit, but at the end of it you get out stronger. It's a very strong lesson here, and it's something really unpredictable. It's something really, really, really unpredictable. You can pick another rune for more detail. In the book says about this rune that it may well be that forces beyond the querent's control prevent him or her from taking some particular course of action, and that this obstacle later prove to have saved the querent from some disaster. Like, I don't know, you have to take a plane, and the morning that you have to take that plane, something happens and you are very upset that you didn't embarked on that plane, but that plane, you later hear about it that it crashed. Something like that disastrous, and you were prevented from it. I've just got chills on me. Like, anything that collapses, that doesn't go your way, it's actually in your higher, greatest good. You are protected even by the hazardous things that seem hazardous as at a first glance. But if you hear talk about a child, that child may be actually born. It will happen, the birth of the child, in an unexpected way. You may be pregnant in an unexpected way, or at an unexpected time, or somebody may catch unexpected feelings for you if you ask about a crush. That may actually be the case. Excuse my English at this hour. I don't even have voice, and my English suffers from it. Excuse me. Bear with me. Okay, I will get to the next pile right now. Rune, I mean. The next rune is weird. It's unpredictable. No yes, no no. It's just fate. You can predict fate. Things are divinely guided. You cannot see what's happening. You cannot predict it, but things are divinely guided, are meant to happen. What is happening, it's meant to happen. Either if you find it good and pleasant, or unpleasant and not so good, it is meant to happen. Either it's good karma or bad karma, that's another thing, but it's meant to happen, and it's meant to teach you a lesson, and you are protected from high above. Everything comes from high above, from the great love of the universe towards us. That would be the answer. It's not a yes, it's not a no. It's just the inevitability of things. It's all about the inevitability. You get what I mean. It's inevitable. And you can be Iron Man just as well, but this is just inevitable. It's fated, my dear. It's fated. I don't know if this helps. You can pick another rune for more detail. It's something pretty much inevitable, karmic, I don't know, fated if you want. Or you are not supposed to know the answer to your question. Either, I don't know, one of two scenarios. And the last rune, the 25th rune, the 5th spirit from Frozen. I don't have any voice at this moment. I'm so sorry. I have no voice left for you, my 25th rune. I'm so sorry, but here it is. It is need, but not upright, in reverse. And need in reverse, here in the book, says like this. If you perceive this rune as being reversed, as I've already said, I perceive it, it denotes that the querent may have recently taken a rather flippant and thoughtless attitude, and must now pay the dues. If the querent fails to change his or her approach forthwith, the consequences could be dire indeed, as the full force of the establishment comes down on them. So you are advised with this rune to really take care of you and put structure and stability and hard work in anything that you ask about. If, let's say, you have exams or, I don't know, a business deal, and you, instead of working towards it, learning, preparing yourself, were out partying, you are now advised to come back to studying, come back to documenting yourself, come back to sleeping and eating properly, come back to structure in your life. You are advised to put more structure into things. If a situation is very unclear, be straightforward and cut things clear. This is not a rune need in upright or in reverse. Either case, it's not a situation that is going to change drastically overnight. No, it's something slow moving, like the planet Saturn. It's slow moving and advises you to take rational, structured decisions and steps forward. But if you, under any circumstance, even in love, you were so up in the clouds and in the skies and all over the place about somebody, center yourself back. Come back into yourself. Look at the situation with a cool and dispassionate eye. Really think about things. Really put things in order in your life. And have patience, because things will not improve overnight. They will take time, they will take effort, they will take structure and hard work. And maybe possibly a great deal of time and a lot of effort. It's not a straight yes or a no. I kind of see it more like no, especially if you ask about a person's feelings towards you. They're kind of not there. And if you ask about business, now it's not necessarily the right time to start something new or to rush things with somebody. This may also be the mirror of your situation, because runes have this tendency to mirror energies first. When you ask about something, they first mirror your energy and then they give you a straight answer. Sometimes they do this to me, and this may be also your case too, right now, right here. So you may want to pick another pile and see what it says. Another rune, I mean. Okay, I'm out of my voice. I don't have any voice left in me at this moment. I'm so glad I read for you today. I hope it brought you even a little bit of clarity, in which case, if it did, please give this reading a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more rune readings just like this. If you like this format of reading, we can make something regular on this channel out of it, because in fact the channel's name is Ask the Runes channel, and how else can you ask the runes better than with the whole pouch on the table and you picking for yourself a rune. Okay, so I hope you liked it, I hope you enjoyed it, I hope it helped you and maybe brought some clarity. If you did, again, please subscribe to the channel and give a big like to this video. Tell me in the comments any thoughts you have around the reading. Maybe if I can clear you up a little bit more based on what you picked, maybe I will, based on how much time I have at my disposal to answer your comments. I will do my best to bring some more clarity to the reading in the comments. Until next time, I don't even have battery. See you next time. Lots of kisses.